we have a tremendous triple header. It's all brought to you by TGP Promotion and Ring Star Sports. We go live from right here in Los Angeles this Saturday, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific time. It's PBC on Fox. Now let's meet the 6 combatants that will be involved in our main card. First of all, we have to open up the show a matchup between 2 undefeated super welterweights. First of all, please welcome, he holds a record of 10 wins, no losses, 6 wins coming by way of knockout, having picked up 4 victories last year. Joining us from Raleigh, North Carolina, ladies and gentlemen, here is Donnie Marshall.
Cruz to Rivera press conference.
Donnie, give us your thoughts. You got the opportunity fighting a fellow undefeated fighter as you get set to collide against Sebastian Fundora. What is going through your mind ahead of Saturday's clash?
I'm ready to dominate the fight like I always do. That's the only thing on my mind. I don't care about his record, height, resume, none of that. I'm going to dominate the fight every round like I always do.
Now let's meet his adversary on Saturday. He's also undefeated, 11 wins, 7 of those coming by way of knockout. Joining us from Coachella, California, he stands 6 feet 7 inches tall with 3 stoppage victories last year. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the fast rising Sebastian, the towering Inferno. This is our opening contest, ladies and gentlemen. They face off Sebastian Fundora and Donnie Marshall. They collide. It's PBC on Fox, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. Sebastian, we are joined by you. You are getting set to match up with a fellow undefeated fighter. What are you hoping to accomplish on Saturday as you get set for what you hope to believe a busy and a very big 2019?
Well, I expect a good fight, undefeated fighter. I hope to give the fans a good fight and get the victory after that. So.
Sebastian Fundora, ladies and gentlemen, you can take a seat. Sebastian, don't forget Saturday night's event brought to you by TGP Promotions and Ring Star Sports. Let's get to our co-main event of the evening. When you talk about exciting fighters, these 2 gentlemen are the epitome of that. First of all, we want to bring up a man who beat Ruslan Provodnikov by unanimous decision in 2016. He has been involved in back-and-forth wars pretty much since his pro debut. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the former world title challenger from Covina, California, the always entertaining John the Gladiator Molina Jr. John, it is great to see you. This is a fight that fight fans around the world have been waiting for. Now that we are only 2 days away with the animosity between you 2, what's going through your mind?
No animosity, just it's time to fight. Hard work done, now it's time to fight.
John Molina Jr., ladies and gentlemen, from Covina, California. Now let's welcome the man who he will step across the ring from on Saturday night with PBC on Fox. This gentleman, 29 years of age, from Westlake, Texas. He's the former lightweight champion of the world, having defeated the likes of Nahito Arakawa, Ricky Burns, Antonio DeMonico, and Robert Guerrero. He comes into Saturday night's matchup with an undefeated record of 27 wins, no losses, 1 draw, 19 wins coming by way of knockouts. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Vsfiguera. And now the 2 will face off, Vsfiguera and John Molina Jr. You do not want to miss this one. It's PBC on Fox this Saturday. Omar, if we could go ahead and join you before you take a seat. We're only a couple of days away. This is a fight that fans have have been clamoring for. How has training camp gone, and how excited are you to step inside the ring against John Molina Jr.?
Training camp was great. I mean, I've made a lot of changes in my lifestyle. I've dedicated myself now 100% to boxing, and it's never been better.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Vsfiguera as he gets set to collide against John Molina Jr. Now we get set for our main event of the evening, 12 rounds for the featherweight championship of the world. First of all, we want to welcome up the challenger. He turned pro in 2012 and was undefeated in his first 27 bouts. He is 24 years of age from Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico, with an impressive record that stands 26 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws, 17 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros, presentando Rafael Rivera. Rafael, can you tell us about what this opportunity means for you to be able to challenge Leo Santa Cruz for the featherweight championship of the world?
No, pues esta oportunidad para mí es la mejor, ya que todo el mundo en el boxeo espera esta oportunidad y pues aquí andamos ya listos para mañana y pasado mañana también dar la sorpresa.
It's the best opportunity I can get to challenge somebody like Leo Santa Cruz. I'm ready not only for fight night, but also ready tomorrow.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Rafael Rivera, Felix de Jesus with the translating. And now we want to welcome the champion, 30 years of age, fighting out right here in Los Angeles, making the 3rd defense of his world title. He is a 3-division world champion, always as an exciting, entertaining bouts with an impressive record, 35 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, 19 wins coming by way of a knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the WBA featherweight champion of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros, the champion and campeón, Leo el famoso del mundo, Santa Cruz. This is our main event, Santa Cruz and Rivera. They collide this Saturday, PBC on right here in Los Angeles.
February.
All right, thank you very much, gentlemen. Rafael, you can sit down. Leo, let's join you real quick. But Leo, you originally had an opponent. He fell off and get Flores. Now you have Rafael Rivera. Can you tell us about the difficulty or the challenges about finding a new opponent here as you headline PBC on Fox this Saturday?
Well, we were getting ready for Miguel Flores. He's a fighter that, had great skills and everything, and he doesn't brawl a lot. So we were kind of getting ready for him, but in the gym, my dad always told me we gotta be ready for any kind of style. And we were training with different sparring partners that, that move, fighters that brawl, and Garcia is a fighter that brawl, so we're ready for him anyway.
Leo, good luck on Saturday. Leo Santa Cruz. Now we'll turn it over to Fox's very own Heidi Andro to conduct the rest of the press conference.
Thank you very much, Ray, and thank you to all of you for coming out on this rainy day here in Los Angeles. Before we open things up to the members of the media, I want to kick things off with our fighters. We'll start with you down there, Donnie. I know that you said coming into this that you're not concerned about his record, you're just ready to fight. But who did you bring into your training camp to prepare for a 6'6" southpaw?
To be honest, like I said, I wasn't really concerned with the height. You know what I mean? So it was more so southpaws. When we went to Florida and we started with Yamaguchi Falco, strong Brazilian southpaw. I got some work with some different young prospects in Las Vegas. So I was in Florida for half of my camp. I was in Las Vegas for the other half. So I've had top-notch sparring the whole camp. So I'm more than prepared for whatever.
Excellent, Sebastian. First of all, are you done growing? You're 21 years old, 6'6". Is this it? Is that the height that we're gonna stick with?
Hopefully. I don't think I'm gonna grow anymore, but.
Well, you know, it seems to be working out for you. You like to fight on the inside. You're also from Southern California. This is your first fight here in SoCal since your pro debut, correct?
Yes.
So how has it been? I'm sure you've had a lot of ticket requests. What has this week been like for you?
We stay away from that. We if anybody deals with that, it'll be my father or my coach. You know, I just focus on the fight and training. Everything else is out the way. You know.
What have you focused on specifically for Donnie?
Just to train hard and do my thing, like always.
All right, we're looking forward to it. Let's go to our co-feature. We'll start with you over there, John. This is a fight a long time coming.
Yes, definitely.
What would you say when he says things like, this isn't going to go past 4 or 6 rounds, he's not going to make it halfway through this fight? How do you respond to that?
Talk is cheap, and Saturday night we'll get down.
Omar, you kind of wavered back and forth between 4 rounds, 6 rounds, but you really don't think that this fight will go the distance. Why, and why are you so confident in that statement?
Given our styles, there's no way it's gonna go the distance. So that's the main reason why I'm predicting an early night. Sorry.
I posed this question on Twitter, like, will the long layoff for you be an issue? And everyone came back with, it's just going to be a brawl. There's going to be no issues. This has the potential to be fight of the night. But do you think there will be any difference because of this long layoff? I know you've had them before. Do you think it will affect your start in particular?
I mean, it didn't affect me against Guerrero, so I don't see how it would affect me now. But that's why I try to keep my style always the same, so there's really no surprise to what I'm doing or what I can expect. And the only difference is, like I said, I've always said, the character in the ring. So it really just depends on John, what route he wants to take that night. But I will always approach it the same.
All right, now for our main event of the evening, we've got a great night on Fox. It all kicks off at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific, and it leads up to these two gentlemen sitting here in the middle. Rafael, we will start with you. We have Felix to translate. You've been in this situation before. You know what it's like to be a late replacement. How do you think all of that experience, you know, subbing in with even 4, I think it was 4 days in the Diaz fight, how will that help you for this fight?
Bueno, sí, ya me ha pasado en varias ocasiones, pero yo siempre he dicho que yo soy un peleador que siempre está listo, siempre está entrenando, tenga o no tenga fecha, siempre estoy preparado, siempre estoy esparreando, porque yo sé que las oportunidades salen de repente, como ya me ha pasado en una ocasión, 2 ocasiones. Entonces, pues me siento bien, me siento preparado y listo para la sorpresa. No se confíen porque puede salir la sorpresa.
This has happened in various occasions to me where, you know, the fight has been canceled or postponed, and I've come in. I'm always sparring. I'm always ready for a big fight when it comes, and this is a big fight here. So this might be a surprise, or expect a surprise come Saturday night.
All right, Leo. I know you're not expecting any surprises, right? You'd like to fight here in SoCal. This is your home. You have a baby at home. We talked at the Microsoft Theater a month ago. You were sitting here as a spectator. How do you manage all of those distractions? Because a lot of fighters have to leave home for camp, but you choose not to.
Yeah, no, I do. I think I feel more comfortable with my family, you know, being around them. If I'm alone, I feel lonely, I feel depressed. So, you know, when I'm with my kids, they make me happy and they make me train harder because I'm doing all this for them so that I could give them a good future, and, you know, it's the best feeling I could have.
What do you think of your new opponent? When you got that call and you heard his name, what went through your mind?
Oh no, that's a good opponent. You know, I seen him fight. He's a great fighter. He puts a lot of pressure. He throws a lot of punches. He's young. He's hungry. You know, those are the most dangerous fighters that when they get an opportunity, they come with everything. So I know he's gonna give a great fight. It's gonna be a tough fight. He could take punches. Joseph Diaz cut him with some good punches, and he couldn't drop them. So I know it's gonna be a long night, but we're ready for a 12 round.
All right, I know all of these folks out here are anxious to ask some questions, so we will now take this opportunity to open it up to our media. We'll start with you, Lance.
Leo, thank you so much for your time today.
Oh, we have a little technical difficulty. That's from the LA Times.
Okay. Last fight you won here against Abner Maris at Staples Center, that was a fight that made you the king of LA. Now you're back here in LA. What does it mean to you to come back here and fight? And do you feel like now that you're basically the king of the featherweight division, that you want all your fights here to basically say like, come and get me, I am the king?
Yeah, I would like to fight here, but I also like to fight other places. I would like to give the opportunity to other people to get to watch me live and to get to know me, and so I could get more fans and other places too. But if I could, I would like to fight here in LA all the time.
Right. And John Molina, you entered this fight with a few losses on your record. Omar has 0. But knowing you a little bit, I think that you feel like that's something that is to your advantage. The fact that you've been through those hard fights and you've had that hard experience against a guy like Terrence Crawford. Do you see that as something that separates you in this bout?
Yes, but again, like I said, I've been down this road before, and I was never, given a lofty amateur career, a cup of tea or a cup of coffee in the amateurs. And no, there's no pressure here. It's a fight, and I think Omar's style is going to accommodate mine. You can attest to that as well, and it's going to be a fun fight for the fans.
Great, thank you guys.
Martin Rogers.
Hey, how you doing? So right here behind your dad, I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about what it's meant to you to see his struggle and the way he's still been able to help you prepare for this fight despite the tough times he's been going through.
Yeah, no, it's really tough, seeing my dad struggling. He's like most of the time he's vomiting, he has pain in his body, and all that brings me down. I feel depressed, sad, and I wish I could do something to help him. But at the same time, he motivates me. He motivates me to go to the gym, train hard, and continue to get victory. Because I know that if he sees me winning, he sees me working hard, that motivates him. Because he says that he loves boxing, that boxing is his life. That if he sees me winning, that motivates him to continue fighting against cancer.
What are the most significant things that he wants you to remember and implement going into this fight?
Yes, that to go out there, do a great fight, and yes, continue to win so I could continue my name to grow and be the best in the division.
Hey, so Omar, question for you. You and John have both established yourselves as two of the best action fighters in the sport. Are you looking to steal the show on Saturday?
Just looking to get in the ring and take advantage of the opportunity that I've been given.
Leo, you talked a lot about possibly moving to 130 pounds later in the year. What's the likelihood this is your last fight at 126?
The only way that this will be my last fight at 126 is like if after this, hopefully I get the win on Saturday night, and if we can make those fights again to Unify or Carl Frampton or any of those fights, that's when I'll look up to move up to 130 and look for another title at 130.
Thanks so much, Mike. Donnie, I want to take a question down to you. You're 30 years old. This is your first time fighting an undefeated fighter, if I'm not mistaken. Is this a make it or break it fight for you?
Every fight is a make it or break it fight. Every single fight is a make it or break it fight. I want to say one of the hardest trainers in the sport. I train around the country, and I've been around a lot of top pros, and I've been in the ring with a lot of top-notch pros, and I hold my own. And, I've only been pro 2.5 years. I started fighting at 20, so even though I'm 30, I'm a young 30, so every fight is a make it or break it fight. So.
Absolutely. John, do you want to make this more of a boxing match than maybe Omar would want it to be?
Now, I'm not that ignorant to get my cards up right now.
Come on, John.
Look at whenever I fight, it's going to be exciting. You can say the same about Omar. I'm excited, prepared for any version of Omar, as I should be. And just like any other fight, it's going to be a fun fight. I can't wait till Saturday night to get in there and do what I do best, and that's fight. This is what I do. And I put no excuses. I put everything into this camp, just like I'm sure my opponent has. So the fans went on that. But we are prepared. I did my job. And it'll show February 16th.
Omar, you said that you've made some changes. How are you feeling coming into weigh-in day, and what are you walking around at right now?
I'm excited. Right now, the weight's good. No worried about it. We got one more session of the gym tonight, and hopefully that takes care of that. If not, we'll finish it off in the morning. But I've like I said, the changes that I've made have made things so much easier. And it's stupid to think that I used to do things wrong just to piss my dad off or whatever, you know. But at the end of the day, I know that I was only hurting myself. But like I said, that's all changed now. It's a completely different mentality that I have now, and things have never been easier.
All right, thank you so much, guys. We appreciate all of you taking the time to be here today, and all of our members of the media for joining us on this rainy day in Los Angeles. Now from the Conga Room here in downtown Los Angeles, Kate, we'll send it back to you in the studio.
All right, guys, thank you all for watching. And so the next time, all the footage, one-on-ones, all that stuff will be up later today. All right, guys, thanks for watching. All the stuff will be up later on today. So you guys watching? All right.